Yeah, good. So, and staying in the same region of the world, because there's so much going on, and it is just unraveling in front of our eyes. And this really has to do with Syria. And there's been a bunch of different discussion about what to do with Assad. Do you support regime change in Syria?
Look, we have a problem. It's called ISIS. ISIS is fighting Syria. Now we've built up Iran to be a big power. Iran is on the side of Assad, Syria. Russia is on the side of Assad, Syria. So we build these people up. We created this strong power in Iran, which, seriously, folks, you know better than anybody. 4 years ago, they were dying. They were gasping for air. And all we had to do is let them sit for a little longer. In fact, double up your sanctions. You could have really negotiated a deal. How Kerry never left that deal was incredible. Everybody knew it was bad. They're dancing on the streets all over Iran. And literally, they're all celebrating, shouting, "Death to America," the dumb Americans. What they're saying is incredible. They're saying death to Israel. This is in the middle of the negotiation. If I had a negotiation like that, I'd say, let's check this negotiation. Something's not going very well. We just kept going right through. He never left the table once. If he would have left that table and said, "I'm sorry, you guys," first of all, we should have gotten our hostages back before we started the negotiation, okay? 100%. And we should have said very nicely, with respect, "Sorry, folks, until you do it," and then you leave the room, because they're going to say, "No, we're not giving you your hostage back." Say, "That's okay, don't worry about it." Then you get up, you leave. You get back to your plane, you double up the sanctions. They will call you before you arrive back in Washington or wherever you're going. Turn the plane around in midair. Your hostages are coming back, okay? Not $400 million in cash that we have to give. Believe me. And it's 100%. It's 100. It's not like 99%. It's 100%. You leave, you say very nicely. I always tell the story of my father, who was a very good negotiator. He taught me so much. And he'd say, "Are you listening to this, Ivanka?" But he'd say, "Son," he thought I was too tough with things, right? He'd say, "Son, take the lumps out." Do you ever hear this story? Take the lumps out. My father, Fred. He'd say, "Just nice and easy, nice and easy. Just relax, take the lumps out." And so I was thinking, see, in the old days, I would have said, "We're not giving you anything." I would have made the room very angry. Now I just say, "Sorry, we owe $20 trillion. We don't have the money. We can't do it. We can't do it." It's easier. We don't. By the way, how do we pay them all this? We keep the $150 billion, but with the hostages, you say we have to have it back. Look, our people want the hostages. Your people don't care. Their people probably didn't even know. They did because they played up the hostages, because that's a sign of, the big, brave Iran. So what happens is you say, we have to have the hostages back. They will say no. You leave the room and you double up the sanctions. Within 48 hours, you'll have your hostages back, believe me. But they didn't do that. Kerry never walked. The only time he walked is when he entered a bicycle race. Can you believe this guy? 73 years old. It's real. He fell off his bicycle and he broke his leg and he was out of the negotiation for 3 or 4 weeks. And they probably did better in the negotiation when he wasn't there. But that's the only time that he left. He should have left the negotiation and doubled up the sanctions and get what he wants. That deal is a disaster for us. It's a shorter road to nuclear weapons, and it's an incompetently negotiated deal. So these are the things that we're stuck with, folks, but we will fix them.